Woo! Hi, sweet friends.
Hello, hello.
You good with us being flipped? Or you want me to flip you back?
You can flip us back.
Okay, hi there, Kim. Hello, Bonnie. Hello, dear ones.
Watch this. Watch what's going to happen.
Oh my goodness. We're going to do shape shifting here. Here it comes. Boom.
Is the whole thing?
Yeah, there you go. Hi, don't poke anyone in their eye.
Okay, this is the theme song for tonight. It's called I Have an Idea.
Yes.
And what the perfect song, because we had an idea. You know what that idea was?
Tell me, what was the idea?
To have the Trisbrina show.
That's right. It was just recently our 11th year anniversary, and we thought this was the perfect time to kick this off. We've wanted to actually do it for a while, but the ideas just popped.
Yep.
And here we are. So welcome.
When you're coming in,
Yes.
say hello. Tell us
where are
who
you
are,
dialing in from?
Where you're from, what you're excited about. So we chose tonight because it's a Thursday here in Austin, Texas, and Thursday night is typically date night.
It's date night, all right.
So whenever possible, we try to take that night and say it's just for Trisbrina. It's just for us. But now date night is we're gonna have like a date with you. You know how when you meet your group of friends and you all have a drink somewhere, and then maybe you have different plans. So we're gonna have this date with you.
Yes.
And then we're going to have date night. And tonight, date night, actually there's a lot of people in town from
all
Australia,
over. New Zealand, San Diego,
New York.
Yeah.
A lot of friends of ours that have online business similar to ours. And they're at an event that we're not a part of, but we know where they're staying.
So we're going to crash their party.
We're going to show up.
It's going to be the Trisbrina effect, full force. No, it's so great to be with our community, our tribe, and if you're new to our work, we're going to explain a little bit where this name Trisbrina came from, and our company is Satori Method, and it's really all about connecting to love, sharing and serving love, and living these really healthy, happy, beautiful lives. Mm-hmm. But we get that along the way, there are all kinds of challenges. There are hiccups, there are fall on your face moments, there are dark nights of the soul. We'll probably be sharing about those different experiences and challenges as this Trisbrina show unfolds. But more importantly, the breakthroughs, the triumph, the victory, the being on the other side of that, and really encouraging that in all of our lives.
Yeah, and growing up as a teacher, live, face-to-face with students, both of us, whether it was dance or fitness or meditation or acting or martial arts, there was always this really fun thing where maybe after class you would go out with your students, maybe go have coffee, maybe go have a drink, you'd have lunch, and there was time to just be together or go to each other's house and just ask the questions that you don't get to ask other times and get to know each other as friends. And that's really what I'm excited about with the Trisbrina show is I want to say, like, come on into our home, come on into our lives, and we would love to have that type of relationship with you, because that's really what our life's purpose is about, is connecting deeply on that cellular level, and just really being real and authentic, and for all of us to help each other as much as we can on this beautiful journey called life.
It is really about that support, and community has been a big part of our lives. In fact, that's how we met when we were youngins. Some folks wonder where this name Trisbrina came from, and so we'll kind of give you a little bit of backstory and how we came into each other's lives. And a backstory to boot. Some of you know our story, and some of you are new. And these recordings, if you will, they'll live on our fan page here for hopefully many, many years, and people can be inspired and empowered by the story. Storytelling is so important. So the story really begins with two little ones looking for a connection to soul guidance through meditation and support of other friends who wanted the same thing. Just like all of you, we all want that connection. You said that. We want more healing. We want more love. We want beautiful relationships. we want to live lives of abundance. And so we were seeking connection. Sabrina was an actress in Hollywood, cracking the whip, getting amazing.
La-di-da.
You were a movie star. She was a really wonderful movie star and had, agents bringing her from New York to LA, and she was in films, and it was awesome, but it wasn't what lit you up.
Right.
Not 100%.
Yeah, that's a long story. Maybe we'll fill that one in episode 2. But
Okay.
In short, just that real seeking. I just always was a seeker. Who am I? What is this life about? It certainly can't be about pretending to be other people. Being really so good at not being yourself and pretending to be other people that you get paid a lot of money to do it. So through my seeking, I ended up in a meditation class in West Hollywood at Steven Seagal's martial arts studio when I was probably around 21 and loved it, and really found that this particular community at that time, it was other young people. They were supporting each other in what felt like a rare question for a 20-year-old. Who am I? Yeah. Right? It was more like, who am I gonna go out with? Right? And then Mr. Tristan shows up in the class, and so the foundation of our relationship was both of us as spiritual seekers way back in the days.
Big time. Oh, and we know that so many of you get that, right? You've been hungry since you were a child, and some of us were. The word waking up is not meant to sound like you're more awake than others, but we're all waking up in different ways and different stages, and some of us it happens a little later in life, and oftentimes it's a wake-up call through some kind of pain, some kind of struggle, some kind of, like a divorce, or, it can happen in the later phase of life. For me, it was also pretty young, in my early 20s. Maybe
the awareness of it happens later in life, but I think we're all waking up from the day we're born, but your awareness of your hunger for more, for some people, happens earlier or later.
Yeah. I didn't know I was trying to wake up. I just knew I was in pain. And I was suffering. I had a lot of psychosomatic stuff going on. And I had a teacher tell me that I needed to control my mind and learn to meditate. Even with a black belt, I still didn't feel that I had mastery over my fear. So that's why I went seeking more internal training. I was told the real battle lies within. Yeah. And that was the truth for me. So I met this beautiful, sweet soul, and we've been hanging out as friends ever since. Yeah.
And I think the reason that I was seeking, usually you're seeking towards something, and then there's that other thing that you're moving away from. Yeah. And I had so much self-judgment and so much anxiety and internal panic and digestion issues and just problems, all stemming from what I thought about myself and what I thought I needed to be. And I needed some way to get a break from that. So,
they're wondering if the doggies will be visiting. Yes, they're going to visit a little later.
To stay asleep.
Yes, you don't want them visiting just yet.
They're actually right there, like 4 feet away.
They're schnoozing. They had a nice big meal, and they're like. So you were saying?
So we just we're sharing this story. If you're just popping in,
welcome. Because
it was just our 11th anniversary, and we kicked off the Trisbrina show, and some people have asked us, how did you guys meet? So if you missed it, you'll have to watch the replay. And then what is Trisbrina? How did that happen? How did you become more than friends?
Well, I had danced with Sabrina for many years in her ballet classes and just really loved the artistry of it. And so she knew me as this athlete and this martial artist. And unfortunately, I had a back injury back in the year 2000. And so it was a long journey and a lot of struggle. And Sabrina showed up really, really strong in my life around the 3rd year. I mean, we were always, there together and friends, but I couldn't dance anymore. And she's like, where's my friend?
Friends and friends of friends. And in the community, we would always see each other everywhere.
So, we actually have something cool coming out in the near future that explains this really well. So I'm not going to go into the whole story, but needless to say, she was a big part of my healing journey. And when it happened, it was sort of like this fusion of us working on life force arts together, and we went down the rabbit hole of healing, this healing journey, and we realized that it became a oneness, and it was a Tristan and a Sabrina became this Trisbrina. We both went down that healing journey, so that's kind of where it kicked off.
Yeah, when when I stepped in and said, let's heal your back, because he basically was could barely walk for almost 5 years. So this was like 3 years into that. And then we started studying the energy arts and the healing arts together. Yeah. And it just lit us both up because it was so in alignment with all of the spirituality that we loved. And then I, at that time, was running fitness franchises and was a professional dancer. And he had the martial arts school. So we're both very physical. You know, we're so passionate about the whole mind, body, spirit. And that's when the relationship quickly moved from just friends to more than friends. That possibility was there.
I've been looking for a reason for years.
And you know, it was perfect because without everything that we had been through as individuals since we met, we wouldn't have had the experiences to bring to Trisbrina. And the reason that we call it Trisbrina is because we feel that there is an energy of Sabrina and there is an energy of Tristan. And what we both love so much, and what many of our students and clients love, is the commingling of that energy. And where Sabrina and Tristan meet, we call that commingling Trisbrina, right? And what's really beautiful about that, and I'm sure there's people in your life that you feel that with, is that we are both responsible for the relationship of Trisbrina. So I really can't ever say, you did this and you did that, so I feel this way. It takes some of that edge off of the communication because we are both trying to make the commingling as beautiful as we can, because that's what we both love so much. And I've read in different books that one of the reasons that you like to be, we like to hold hands, we like to touch, we like to cuddle, and other stuff, as you can probably tell.
We cuddle a lot.
Is because the energy, right, when it gets really close, it feels strong. And that's why you want to be so close and sometimes touch those that you love, because that's where the Trisbrina feels like it's really, really connected. That's where that desire comes from.
It's a beautiful balance. It's like this symbol of the yin and the yang, and this is a big part of what was birthed out of the healing. Was we saw, it's the yin to your yang, the yang to your yin. It's that beautiful commingling that Sabrina's talking about. And this actually is a big part of what we teach from, because more on this later, but we kind of unlocked some secrets that are inside of this beautiful symbol, and it became our way of giving back what we've learned from the journey of healing. So there was a healing manifestation. It was incredible, it was beautiful, it was powerful, and so there's this energy mastery that was taking place. There was this deep connection to soul guidance, and we wanted to pay that forward. So we created what we call Satori method, which is these beautiful awakenings that happen from your heart center, where you realize things at a very deepest core level, root level, not in the mind per se. The mind gets upgraded from soul consciousness, and then from there you can take that energy and that love and you can shape it into the most beautiful conscious creations. And that's really what Satori method is about, and those are the teachings and the sharings that come through here. So that's kind of the backstory of how we met and how Trisbrina came to be.
Backstory.
It's the backstory.
Yeah, and we really love, like I said before, we're just so passionate about the energy arts and so in love with them that we wanted to share that with other people. And that's really how we started sharing Satori online, is making products and programs to help other people heal, to help other people get out of pain, to help other people become more mobile and have hope, because we understood so deeply the pain of not having hope. And basically losing your identity. So we have such a big place in our hearts for anyone who has been suffering with any type of chronic pain, whether it's emotional or physical. And then what happened is a lot of other coaches and teachers and healers started coming into our vortex. And so we had learned how to share in these ways, and so now we're also helping them share what they love and what they're passionate about. So that's sort of how the ripple effect of what, we call it turn a bummer into a business, right? So Tristan's back is the bummer. Well, first of all, it turned it into a beautiful relationship, and then turned it into a business for us. But it's such a fulfilling, it sounds funny to call it a business because it's really our life and our purpose. But then to be able to help other people share that, that's like what we do now.
You'll hear our mantra around here is to be love.
Serve
to really
love.
Connect, yes, and then make a difference. So the teachers, the coaches, the healers, so many of you are here with us, and when you see me waving, I just see you guys coming in, and I just want to, do little finger shout outs to you. It's lovely to be with you and see you. But, we all go through stuff. It's a journey. It's like this whole journey is always about staying in alignment and flow and reminding each other and keeping each other inspired and staying empowered, because there's times that we feel like the wind just gets let out of our sail and we feel depleted, we feel tired, we feel frustrated, we lose our way. How many times, right? And so to be able to have a Sabrina in my life, I call her Angel Bear. She's got this beautiful angel consciousness. You can see our angel back here. But she's got this strength too, this power. Sort of like the angel and the warrior energy.
Roar.
She's got a big roar. And there are times that I'm a little, I'm not on my game, and yet I have this consciousness here that reminds me of who I am. And we do that for each other, but we do that for our friends and our students. And I think that's what the community does. When I look, and you guys that have been around for a while, you'll get this. There's such a power, such a love, such a strength in numbers of people who are vibrating in a similar way, that the sharings that we witness through this portal, through this medium, through these lives and these recordings blows our freaking minds, that how much you love each other and how much you care for each other, and you bring this love into full manifestation. And how many times have you been lifted up by somebody who held space for you, or said that one little thing, or just listened and just was there and sat with you? We want this to be that safe space for you, to feel empowered, to remind, and to cry through the pain. It's okay to cry. It's important to feel. That's okay. I had to have some really big tear times during my dark nights.
Big tear times.
Big tear times. No, seriously, like pounding my hands on the ground, like, why? And how long am I going to live this way? So we get that. But on the other side, there's such a beautiful victory through going through it.
And we're never finished, right? Because you go through that, and then there's such beauty, and then there's the next gift, the next opportunity to expand, and the next opportunity to grow. We sort of have an agreement that works really well for those of you who have a life partner or a best friend or someone in your life, and we just sort of have agreed as much as possible, right? Because you always do what you can do. Is that only one of us can be in a funk at a time, right? Because
it's a good agreement.
Because it's real easy if one person, let's say, gets snippy and for the other person to go, well, why the hell? Look at that. It's like, So one person's like, the other one goes, hey, did you forget how much I love you?
Oh,
boy, does that change everything.
It's huge. Yeah, so we might be having date night tonight, but we want to be your date too. Like we're here, we're all friends, we're all in this heart-centric place. Let's keep being that reminder.
Yeah.
We're all going to have days. It's sort of like, we call it moving balance, and you've got the pendulum effect. Sometimes we're bouncing, we call that bouncing, and you're just like, whoa, I'm way off over here. And that little reminder brings you back to center, right? Whoa! And maybe it's less and less, and we could consider that like a path of mastery. And we're just getting more refined, and we're helping each other to remember. There's so many beautiful comments coming through. Just want to let you know that we always go back. We read every single one if we don't see it live. Sometimes it's kind of little right there, and we don't see it all, but we love you, and we so appreciate how you contribute to this. And as this Trisbrina show unfolds, we want to share your success stories. We want to, really showcase the breakthroughs and the transformations. We see it in we have an online school where people work on Life Force Mastery, and we love being able to share the student breakthroughs. We certify people in Life Force Mastery and Qigong, and there's these incredible healing breakthroughs that happen. The reason I'm saying this is because when I was down and out, I needed to be reminded that other people are transforming and are breaking through. I needed hope. I needed to know it was possible. And so we're going to bring those stories to you.
Yeah, like last night we had one of our virtual dojo classes, and it was maybe it wasn't last night.
It was Tuesday night. It's all one around here.
There's only one moment. It was in the now. It's actually right now.
Yeah.
And anyway, there was a conversation about addiction, and someone was sharing how they were dealing with addiction and overcoming it. And afterwards, I was reflecting to Tristan that, our conversation was directly with that person about what they were going through. But the web of life and of love and the way that relationships are is she may have been saying that and we may have been responding, and it really helped the situation. But it was the other person that was logging in that was dealing with something similar, that is getting the most benefit, or whose brother is going through something and now she has the tools to help them. I love that, the mystery that what we're saying right now to the people we think we're saying it to, it's way deeper. What do you call that? The movie with the M, The Matrix. It's a way deeper matrix than all of that.
Yes, and yes.
Yes.
I was just reading some of the comments and all the love. It's just really beautiful, everything that's pouring through. Folks are saying, well, I see this one right here. Love, use. Thank you, Linda. One mind, one human experience. We're all in this together.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, Bonnie. So we've got a few Bonnies around here. That's Bonnie Carney. She's one of our certified Qigong instructors. Hi, Bonnie.
And Bonnie Bush is too.
And
there's a lot of amazing people in the Satori community. Just so you know, if you ever toss out a question in here,
incredible people.
The people giving the feedback. There's some really incredibly evolved, skilled, high-level responses that you'll receive.
This is an incredibly high vibe tribe
to
be around. Seriously, if you want to stay lit up and lifted up, hang out, and we're here. What's so exciting for me, Sabrina, is that we said yes to doing this on the regular. We stepped up, and you've got to sometimes walk your talk, right? Well, how about always walk your talk? But we said, let's lead with love, and let's make ourselves more available to our tribe here. And so that's what this is. This Trisbrina show is just a safe place. Come together, stay inspired, stay empowered, cry a little if we need to,
and
laugh a whole lot.
If you're a Hollywood producer and you're watching this thinking, you guys should have your show on, just PM me.
Or DM me.
But can I tell him something?
Yeah, and by the way, we're doing this from the comfort of our home.
Yeah.
Okay?
Absolutely.
So welcome to our home.
And if you're watching this live with us, awesome. Thank you. We so appreciate it because the energy that you bring brings energy out of us. But when you're watching a replay, the energy is still there, especially if you're watching it in the Facebook group.
And they can still post
comment,
when it comes
respond, react, because we see all of that.
We do.
Right? In real time, it gets inserted into the big picture, and so we're able to know what you were seeing when you said that comment and to respond if you have a question or comment, and it's like we're having the conversation again in a beautiful way.
By the way, it's almost time to meet the dogs.
So being our 11th wedding anniversary and having so many questions coming in, because we sent out a picture of our anniversary picture, like, where did you meet and what was going on? We started having all this talk about, everything really changed when we were dealing with the back injury. And so we've decided, so we call it getting downloads, right? Or getting inspired ideas. So we are going to finally do something that every person has asked us to do, is we're going to put together a program and we're going to deliver it live, and we're going to take you through many of the exercises, modalities, the curriculum, and the daily routines that we use not only with ourselves but with our clients and students that will help someone if they're really chronically in pain regarding the back injury and need to get out, or people who maybe sometimes they just feel like my back goes out, sometimes getting it to a stronger, more flexible, pliable way, and then to the person that says, I feel really good and I'm over 50 and I want to stay that way. So we're going to put together something that really touches our hearts, because we feel like we know that, we know it, and we understand it, and we can really help you go through that. And it'll be within the next few days we'll know what it is, but we'll present it live, so whoever goes through it with us live, we can really help you, and then we'll package it up.
Yeah, I want to say one thing about that, and that's it. Just if you know anyone who's suffering with pain, especially in the back, we have been down that journey like OMG. I mean, like very high level of research has been done, and we have many tricks up our sleeve on how to get people out
naturally.
And it's not so now I'm jumping and kicking and doing all this stuff that doctors said I wouldn't be able to do.
Lifting me again.
That's right. There's a picture in here of just, it was the first time I'd lifted Sabrina in so many years.
Yeah.
I just bent down, zoom, straight up. It's just like the strength is back.
Yeah.
But the other thing about having a strong spine is that the spine is an information highway. And energy flows through it and spirals through the spine. So when you know how to really get your back aligned and open, it also affects the way that the chi, the life force, flows through your information highway, and it can really enhance your levels of consciousness. That is incredible. When you can actually close your eyes and feel that kind of alignment and flow through this highway, it's power. So it's for many things, but I just want you to know that it will also light you up consciously. So I'm stoked we're doing it.
And the reason that I was saying naturally is because that I meet so many people, even my local students here in Austin, who have been given information from their doctors, which of course you should always listen to your doctor, I have to say that, but not to move, right? Oh, well, wow, if your back hurts, you shouldn't move. And we have sort of a different take on it.
Yeah.
We think that you should move in a very gentle way because you need warmth, you need circulation, you need energy, you need blood flow, and that movement is medicine.
Yes.
Your mind is medicine. Yes. And so what we love in everything that we do is bringing in the element of the mind and the movement with that sense of purpose and your why. And when you put all that together, you're really unstoppable, and you can take a bummer and turn it into a breakthrough.
Or a business or whatever you want it to be. You guys want to meet our puppies?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Winston and Bentley. I'm going to hand Winston over first.
Okay. Winston is the younger brother.
Hey, pal, wake up. He is so asleep. He's like a koala. Oh, he just wants to go back to bed.
He already fell asleep in Tristan's chair. Hey, sweetheart.
And this is Bentley. So this is the complete Truscott household. So we've got Bentley right here. That's Winston. That's his brother. He goes, you dodo.
Bentley was our ring bearer, and he's 11 and a half.
Yes.
And on his 2-year-old birthday, we got him a little brother. He wasn't too happy about it at the time, but now it's okay.
He puts up with him. And yes, Bentley does have a very sexy tongue thing going on. And when he was younger, he had some stuff with his teeth, so
his jaws.
Yeah, but now we were able to take care of it in a way that he could continue to live a long, healthy life. So he's doing great. He's very frisky for 11, very happy. Got happy hips. They both have happy hearts. They're King Charles Cavaliers, and they're the love of our lives. They're a big part of our purpose.
And we move them every day.
Yes,
and
we do.
And you know what? They're just like us. They'll be like, nah, I think I'll just lay here for a while and take a nap. And we have to go, get up, we're going for a walk.
So welcome again to the first episode of the Trisbrina Show. And if you'd like to be notified, I believe that if you haven't already liked the Satori page, if you click the like button, you get notified of all the goodness that happens here.
And maybe if you poke around, there's things like show me first or get notified, things like that.
That's right. So that's pretty much it. We're going off to date night, and we'll be sure to take a pic of wherever we go and let you know if we like the place.
I think we're going to go to this
new, later.
We've never been there. We've been to it in other cities, these things called food halls. Have any of you ever been to one? We went to one in Atlanta. That was amazing with Kim Walsh-Phillips.
That's right.
And we went to one in London. Is that where the other one was? Where there was that golf?
Oh, we've been to a bunch
of places.
It's
where like there's a bunch of restaurants and it's kind of like a fancy food court. Anyway, that's where we think we're going.
Oh, there's one other button on this page that says something about our group. And what that group is that's a free group where we do free trainings. So if you want to learn more about life force mastery, soul connection, conscious creation, and even help you with a love-based business, we do offer a lot of free trainings. We love to give back and teach and share, and so you can join that group and be part of those trainings as well.
And feedback. We love feedback. What do you like about the Trisbrina show? It's always a complimentary sandwich. What do you like about it? What would you like to see more of?
What more of would you like? Okay, I think that's it. We were going to stick to 30 minutes.
It's the Trust Guts signing off.
Much, much love. And our mantra around here is to be love,
serve love, and make a difference.
Bye now.